too much of your time watching me just build stuff. You know, I want to record the designing, and any repetitive stuff I just leave out. Alright, so there's that there. Let's replace it. So the dirt, there's no half dirt, so it's not really accurate when I'm trying to make a thin ring out of dirt, right? So it's going to be like that, which is more accurate. And here, that goes there. And we also want to remove the dirt on the ground as well, because that's going to affect how we see it. Wow, that's like a... See, that looks a lot different from that. Like, that looks all chunky and odd, right? Like, what's this? You know, there's odd shapes there. But once you do it like that, then it's much more obvious what we're trying to do. Right? Right. Okay, so... I mean, I don't know what to think. I'm just looking at it, basically, and then thinking. Although, you know, I don't know what conclusions to draw about that. Alright, so the next one is one above this. Look, there's still... Does there need to be railings? You know, does there need to be railings? Or not? Maybe there does, maybe there doesn't. Alright, let's just build the upper ring while we think about railings. It's always good to give yourself time to think. Alright, so the next one... Basically the next one is narrower. It's not... You know, the bottom one is 3 blocks wide, kind of. I mean, it's curved, so... But the top one is actually only 2 blocks wide, mostly. So let's start with that, which is what we have on the other side, and then we'll see that, you know, it lines up with the bottom circle. And the next one is 2, and then 4, and then 3, and then 1, if that makes sense. So we are talking about... Wait a minute. Okay, we're talking about 2 straight across from there. That's not useful. I need dirt. Right, so I need 2 there, and then I can get rid of this. So 2, and then 4, and I need torches somewhere. Let's put a torch there for now. 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3, and then 1. Alright, so 3 is back here, and 1, and I guess we can line up there to double check. Alright, so the next one is... Okay, so there's 2, 2, and 3. So it's gonna be symmetrical from here, I see. So that's symmetrical there, and then... That's not useful. And then the next one is just... starting from there, and I need more slabs. So... It's kind of confusing, isn't it? Right. I think we're talking about this, aren't we? Except that we need that. There we go. And then the next one is above that. And that's just... Is that like... Yeah, that's just 2 by 2. Okay, I see. Yep. Not 2 by 2, 2 by 3 I mean. So 1, 2, and then 3, and let's put a torch there for now. So does this make sense? Does this make sense to you guys? Oh crap. Hopefully this makes sense. Like, I'm trying to draw the circle. I mean, it might not make as much sense to you as it does to me, because basically when I'm not recording, I drew the circles, I drew the steps, I drew the other circle, I drew the other steps. So I've done this once before, so if it seems like I'm just making this up out of thin air, I'm not. So because I've done this before, it's a bit easier for me to understand what the hell I'm doing than it is for you guys to understand what the hell I'm doing. I don't know why I just changed that. It makes it symmetrical. Okay, next one is like that, okay. So the next one, we want next one we want a block there, right? And then 3, and then 4, and then 2, right? So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, right, and then we just make that symmetrical. And torch, and then we are putting a block there, and 1, 2, right, like that. Right, and then finally up here, 6. Up here, right. Let's just get rid of some of this stuff. And try to keep this thin, as it were. So we don't interrupt the basic sandstone ring with the dirt. And I need to do the same on the other side as well. So without any railings, without any support, without any structure, we end up with that. Yeah, now we just put that there. And then this stuff can go. I guess I'll get rid of that too. So there's a step here, but that's not a big step. It's only 1 block up. So that's nothing wrong with that step. So even though I've marked out the ring with the dirt, you can see how it looks different when you do it properly, the way you intend to. So that's all chunky and weird, but that's kind of just a smooth ramp all the way up, which is much better, right? Now, how do we feel about that? It's all very square. It's all squares. You know, Minecraft, it's all squares. Look at that. I don't know. Yeah, you can't. You try to make it a circle and it just comes out as chunky squares. Especially that there, like if you're looking at that. Too many squares. And there's nothing you can do about it, because that's Minecraft. Minecraft is squares, what can you do? I'm looking at that. That's fairly good, but that's because, we're looking at it almost at the edge, right edge on, right? So you kind of just see the line going up. But once you go look at it at a different angle, then all the squares become apparent. It's very thin. It's kind of 2 thin rings floating in the air. It's what I want, but the question is it good or bad? Let us put in some railings. Okay, let's grab some materials. So you can't see the rings at all from the entrance, and that's on purpose. Like you have to kind of walk up to it before you can see anything special about it. Like you'll see the lava, so it'll glow and it'll be orange, so you can tell that there's something special going on inside. But you're not gonna know exactly what it is until you walk up and see it up close. Alright, so thinking stone slabs, so more floating rings. And these are seriously gonna be floating. Or at least that's what I'm gonna try it for now. So it's gonna be like that. Right, and then should this be one block higher? I think it should. Should that be one block higher? Difficult to tell. This should be one block higher. And let me just do this quickly and then we can come back and consider it in more detail. Instead of trying to build and make decisions at the same time, let's just build the whole thing and then come back to make decisions. So there's that there, there's that there, and then that, and that. Fascinating. Yep. And oh crap, I need it. Okay, that's fine. And then I need that there and that there. I guess I'll do that. That's interesting, but strange. Like, should that be sandstone or should that be half slabs? I don't know. How does that look? It literally is just floating in the air like that. No, I think that's a little bit too floaty. A little bit too floaty. Maybe that needs to be solid. I mean, I can easily add more half slabs so it doesn't look floating. I just kind of fill in the bottom of it so you can't see through it. But then it'll be a lot thicker once I do that. Maybe it's okay. Maybe that's okay. Let's do the top half as well before we make any final decisions. And also, yeah, no, that's fine. It's fine. Alright, so the top half, there's going to be the inner and the outer. Right, there's going to be one there as well. And there. there, and then here it's further up. Okay, I'm just gonna mumble to myself now. I don't have too much to say right at this point, but let me just build this and then we can evaluate. What's gonna happen there? That will have to be higher up. Should this be higher up? Maybe. Let's just make that a little bit higher up. There. That's really thick if I do that. Oh, what am I doing? This is too high up, isn't it? That's what's wrong. That should be only there. No, that's better. And there, and then there. And then that. Okay, that can be there, but that one needs to be there, right? I'm trying to keep it so that it's, you know, one block higher than the sandstone. But I want to make it so that you can't just kind of walk onto the railings like that. So I want to make that a little bit higher as well, if that makes sense.